Have you ever been in a situation where you faced a rude person, their words like daggers thrown straight at your heart? The provocazione smirk, the insulting remarks, the blatant disrespect. It's not just noise, it's bait. They want your fire, your anger, your weakness. But what happens when the person they try to provoke doesn't even flinch? What happens when they realize their worst cannot touch your best? You leave them speechless. 1. Remember, their rudeness reveals them, not you. Epictetus wisely advised, if anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you. Instead answer, he does not know the rest of my faults, else he would not have mentioned only these. A rude person is not powerful, they are exposed. They have lost their grip on their own emotions and want to drag you down into their chaotic state. But what they cannot handle, what they cannot comprehend, is a person who sees right through their behavior and remains still. We do not rush to defend ourselves with heated words. We do not match their tone, insult for insult. We let their rude words echo in the silent space we deliberately refuse to fill. Why? Because we understand something they fundamentally don't. No insult can truly stick to a person who possesses a strong sense of self-awareness and inner peace. We are not mere mirrors reflecting their ugliness, we are like steadfast mountains, and rude people will ultimately break themselves against our unyielding composure, while we remain unmoved by their negativity. 2. Do not interrupt a fool, let silence humiliate him. Zeno of Citium wisely stated, better to trip with the feet than with the tongue. A fool is often loud and boisterous. A fool desperately needs your reaction, whether it's anger, frustration, or even just a flicker of annoyance, to feel a sense of importance or validation. But when you give them absolutely nothing, no defense, no anger, no engaging eye contact, only your deliberate and meaningful silence, they begin to confront the uncomfortable reality of their isolation. Let them talk endlessly. Let them twist themselves into verbal knots of their own making. Let them try to provoke you with increased volume and venomous words, but you simply say nothing. Because nothing pierces deeper than the profound silence emanating from a person who possesses the verbal capacity to dismantle them with words but consciously chooses not to. This isn't out of weakness or fear, but because they are far too strong and self-respecting to waste their precious energy on those beneath their standard of conduct. 3. Disarm them with unexpected calm. Seneca wisely wrote in his Letters to Lucilius, a wise man is indifferent to everything which he cannot control. Rude people often expect rage. They anticipate you snapping back with equal or greater hostility. So, instead of fulfilling their expectations, surprise them with unexpected calm. Offer a genuine smile, not sarcastically, not bitterly, but a serene smile that reflects your total command of yourself and the situation. Say a brief, disarming line, if anything at all. A simple, I hope whatever made you this angry heals soon, delivered with genuine sincerity can be incredibly effective. And then, calmly walk away. Remember, this isn't for them, it's primarily for you. Because the real victory isn't measured by how clever your retort was, but by the completeness of your self-control in the face of their provocatio. Let them sink into the profound embarrassment of realizing they were loud and aggressive for absolutely nothing. Let your inner peace be the ultimate punishment for their chaotic rudeness. 4. Realize that the strongest response is no response. Marcus Aurelius wisely noted in his Meditations, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. If your goal is to leave a rude person utterly speechless, then make them irrelevant to your state of mind, because the very moment you allow them to steal your peace, you've inadvertently handed them your power. We do not carelessly give our precious emotions to the undisciplined. We do not donate our valuable attention to mere noise. We guard our reactions with the same vigilance a king employs to protect his crown jewels. Because we have learned a fundamental truth, the instant you demonstrate to them that their rudeness has absolutely no effect on you, you win every single time. This victory isn't achieved by silencing them with clever words in the moment, but by effectively shutting them out of your mental and emotional world completely. 5. Let your life speak louder than their words. If you truly desire to silence those who are rude, then outlive them in terms of positive impact, outwork them in your endeavors, and consistently outdiscipline them in your habits. Let your character become so undeniably strong and virtuous, your inner peace so profound and unwavering, and your daily habits so consistently positive that nothing they say can even begin to make sense in the context of your admirable life. Let your very presence serve as a constant reminder of the person they could never aspire to become. As the Stoics profoundly taught, virtue is the only true good. And a person of genuine virtue has no need for petty revenge. Their focus is solely on living well and with integrity. And that quiet, virtuous life will ultimately be the loudest and most impactful silence you can ever offer. You don't silence a fool by engaging in louder, more aggressive noise. You silence them by becoming utterly untouchable by their negativity. So, my dear friends, the true secret to leaving rude people speechless lies within your own self-control and inner strength. Practice these principles diligently to safeguard your peace and dignity. If you found this video valuable, please don't forget to hit the like button, share it with those who could benefit, and subscribe to support the channel. May you always remain calm and powerful.